Good morning, everyone. Actually, good afternoon now. I've tried to do this a couple of times. Disclaimer to start with, I'm not very good in front of the camera and always get distracted and tend to ramble, so be warned. I did write out some notes in here, but what am I going to do? Just stand there reading out a list of bullet points? I don't think so. It's not me. Anyway, the point of this video, I haven't uploaded one for a long time. I know I give sporadic updates on the Birch Tree Cabins Facebook page that, a little paragraph here and there about the fact we're carrying on, obviously. I just wanted to do a little face-to-face thing with you guys. Firstly, I wanted to thank those of you who have supported me since the beginning and have put up with my ramblings and my obsession with Iceland and trees and this project. For those of you who don't really know anything about it, then have a look at some of the other videos and have a look back through the Facebook page. The videos are quite interesting. I've had a look back this morning, and the very first one, I was so super excited and ready for launch last year, and it was completely useless and rubbish, and I hadn't planned for anything, and I got overexcited and everything failed and I got very despondent. But then I had some good news towards the end of the year, and you'll see in the videos how much this project has changed and how every time I update you guys something else has changed. It's changed again, obviously. I was meant to be back in Iceland in March this year, then I postponed it to May, and now it's been postponed to October. It's frustrating, but I don't mind waiting. But what it does mean, and what's been playing on my mind for a long time, is the fact that I'm not going to be doing anything that's very obvious until October. I'm obviously still going to be working behind the scenes, sending emails, working out all the complications of doing business in Iceland, and that'll all still be done behind the scenes. And if anything exciting happens, obviously you guys are going to be the first to know about it. But this video is more to say that the project is still carrying on. The time frame has just warped and shifted ever since I first came up with the idea, which originally the idea was more of a hypothetical thought process, something to keep me busy during lockdown. I'd just come back from Iceland and straight into a global pandemic. So I was stuck here, and with all the fresh memories of being in that country. Like many people, I go on holiday, and if I have an amazing time, I start thinking, it'd be great to live here because it's better than my life back home, etc., etc. I think we all think like that, but the reality is moving to a foreign country, doing stuff in a foreign country is not your life. It's different, and if it's not going on holiday. It's not everything that's happened since I first made my thoughts public about the project and actually thought I could do this. None of it's been easy. It's been stressful. It's been depressing. I think the biggest thing is frustration. Trying to do business from the UK after Brexit in Iceland is infuriating. I'm excuse me, I want to do good things. I'm not planning to come to Iceland buy huge swathes of the country and build luxury hotels on. I don't have the money, and B, that's not my wheelhouse. It's not really what drives me. You'll see in the project, and you'll read on the Facebook page, and those of you that know me or know a little about me or have heard of me or have read any interviews will see that my main drive is to provide affordable, fun accommodation for tourists and Icelanders, as well as planting trees. The project is intended to be not-for-profit, which means all the money it makes, whether it makes 10 euros a year profit or 100,000 euros a year profit, will all be put back into reforestation projects, whether they're my own or other people's. As you know, or you can look back and read, we are an official reforestation partner with One Tree Planted. I think between us, well, they do good work, but I think I've already funded about 500 trees over them, myself personally, out of my own pocket. That's how much it means to me. And One Tree Planted are great. I mean, they've got a reforestation project up and running over there. You'll see in my project that I'm linking with them for the rewards. When somebody donates, they will send out a certificate of planting and, you know, of thanks. It's something I can't do. They're set up for it. But I also want to use the money I make, or the project makes, to do my own planting on the land where the project is. That's just common sense. Anyway, so it's still going ahead. It's just the timescale's shifted by 6 months, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a long time. It's the summer. I'm a gardener. The summer's going to be very busy, and before I know it, it's going to be autumn, and I'm going to be back in Iceland in October. The reason I'm going is A, holiday, B, business. I'm going to travel the entire island. It's changed. I was just going for a week to hang about, excuse me, in the Reykjavik area, seeing people and trying to get stuff organised. But it's turned into a two-week ring road trip now, which is great because it means I can cover more of the island and meet more people. I'm going to be staying in locally owned small guest houses and hotels. I've decided to be responsible in this travel and support local business. I'm not going to stay in any chain hotels. I'm not going to book any foreign owned holiday accommodation. It's all going to be locally sourced and locally owned. That's what I want to do, because it's the principle behind what I'm trying to do. The advantage of going around the whole island as well, which means I can leave these everywhere. They're in reverse, obviously, and on the back is a QR code. Ooh. Get involved. Basically, what these are, the QR code will take you directly to the Carolina Fund page when the project's up and running, which was going to be the 1st of April, but now it's going to be October time. Like I said, the reason for that is I want to be there first. I want to talk to people. I want to get a few details nailed, and I want to spread the word with these. I want to get around the island and leave them around so I can do some PR work when I'm back. I could launch. It's ready to launch. It's been worked on. I've had some wonderful help from Lauren, a friend over in the States, who did some editing for me. It needed to be done. I'd spent so long, like 2 years, staring at what I'd written and become so absorbed in these words that I couldn't take myself out of that situation, if that makes sense. So I needed somebody with fresh eyes to come and have a look and move things around. And she did a great job. There were subtle changes, but I needed a fresh set of eyes. So thank you to Lauren for getting that ready for me. I look forward to showing everybody. Like I say, it is ready to launch. I could launch it on the 1st of April like I was going to, but I don't want it to lose momentum. I kind of want to build the hype up in October when I'm back over, so I can talk to people, interview people, take some photos, and get everybody back excited again. My biggest fear, and the main reason I wanted to do this video, was to just reassure everybody that the project's still going ahead. I get very worried when I'm here on my own, beavering away, and then I suddenly think, social media, I should be on Twitter, I should be on Instagram, I should be on Facebook, posting this, posting that, hashtagging this, and doing that. It's not me. I've got better things to do than spend my life on social media. I know it's important, and it's going to be a valuable tool for marketing and promotion when it's ready, and I wish I was better at it. I'm hoping you guys can help me out when that happens by sharing and liking my stuff. It's a great idea and a great project and beneficial for. There's no negative in this project. I'm just not very good at selling it. hopefully the words and my passion will come through in the project, and hopefully over the next 6 months I'll have some more updates. Like I said, you'll see on YouTube that there's 3 other videos there, and so much has changed since the very first video, which is probably getting on for a year ago now. I would have thought. Yeah, it's done in March, I think. When I was over there, I wanted a video when I was there. Anyway, I'm rambling. 10 minutes. That's a lot of time. Right, in summary, Birch Tree Cabins is still a work in progress. The timescales have shifted. It's not going to be April, it's going to be October. I appreciate you all for watching this and following me and being interested. And yeah, that's it really. There's a fun story about this flag. As you can see, it's huge. It's like a proper flag. It's vintage. It's made out of cotton. It's old. It's stitched. I bought this probably about 6 months ago online, and I didn't read the measurements. I thought it was going to be a small vintage Icelandic flag off a boat that I could put in a frame and put on my wall. I could probably make a duvet cover out of it, which I'm not going to because that's sacrilege, but it does make a good backdrop. Okay, I'll shut up and go now and let you actually get on with important stuff in your lives rather than listen to me ramble on about crazy dreams and trees. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm always putting this stuff out there and randomly posting. But, you know, ask away. If you are interested in the project and want to know more, just DM me, just message me, and I will talk for hours about this. I will bore you senseless, be warned. It originally started as a thought process, like I said, and I never thought anything would come of it. I thought I'd get bored after a couple of weeks of just playing around and looking on the internet to see how difficult it was moving to Iceland, blah blah blah. But I've become obsessed. I've become obsessed by beating the system as well. And those of you who aren't born there but live there know that the system is unfair and broken and twisted and wrong when it comes to foreigners working there and wanting to do good. I think the whole world's suffering from a crisis of identity at the moment. It seems the whole world's going a bit right wing, especially Europe, England, Iceland. So many European countries are bringing out these nasty immigration policies. Nasty. We're human beings. We are all the same species. There is nothing difference between us. We have different colour skin, different, you know, we may look different, speak different languages, have different cultures, eat different food, wear different clothes. But we are all the same species at the end of the day, and we deserve the right to be treated as such, whether it's in your home country or a different country. Sorry, that was heavy. It just depresses me because I've been reading a lot in the news recently about immigration, both here in the UK and over there in Iceland, and it's upsetting. There are people out there willing to do good things and benefit other countries and other cultures and other economies, and treating them like lepers or third-class citizens isn't the way forward. Anyway, that's enough politics. But it does make me kind of pig-headed about trying to beat the system. Not just because I know my project's beneficial and will benefit the local community where it's going to be based and will benefit Iceland as a whole, both environmentally and economically. Okay, it's tiny. I'm not a big multinational billion-dollar company. It's going to be a tiny drop in the ocean, but I will be paying taxes. I will be trying to employ local people where possible. You know, I won't be taking money out of the country. This is the difference that sweeping rationalizations about people from outside the EU, EEA, the Schengen area can't come to Iceland, blah blah blah. These sweeping rules are great for ease of implementing, but they don't work. We are all individuals. Like I said, we're all the same species, and we all have good things to give. and to bring. Before Brexit, I could have just jumped on a plane, moved over, and stayed. I wouldn't even need a job. I could have just gone over there with a bit of money, rented a flat, signed on, and just been a dosser, and just taken from that country. And I'm upset by both sides of this. I love the freedom that people have to move around within their EU, EEA, Schengen region. I'm also upset that other people don't get that freedom, and I'm angry at our government for just pulling us out of it without thinking of other people. Anyway, I'm still ranting. On the plus side, my beard is looking more like my jumper every day, so that's good. I will beat the system. I will be in Iceland. I will have Birchtree cabins up and running, and I will be providing a brilliant service. And I will look back on these times of turmoil and stress and trouble and self-doubt and laugh. Anyway, I was meant to go a few minutes ago. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, well done. I think you probably deserve a free weekend break when it's up and running. So, remind me of that when it happens. DM me and say, "Oi, in that video you said because I watched to the end, I could have a free weekend." Let me know. Okay, guys, have a brilliant day. Almost a weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday and a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Like I said, feel free to reach out and ask questions. I'm happy to talk about anything. My project is completely transparent. I'm not hiding anything. There is no devious alternative motive to anything behind this. So yeah, reach out, ask questions, and so on. Like I said, don't like videos. I think that's about it really. That's kind of got the weight off my mind of what's been bothering me the last couple of days, just wanting to get my face in front of you guys again to let you know everything's still going ahead, whether it looks quiet or on hold. It's not. It's all going on behind the scenes. That archetypal swan on the water thing, serene and beautiful on top, but underneath I'm paddling like a crazy fool. Okay, we're fast approaching nearly 20 minutes, and that's twice as long as the first one I made and deleted. So good luck. Thanks again for listening, and your continued support and love is always greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Bless, bless. Bye.